The incident that left 2 Southwest Airlines flight attendants injured and dozens of passengers shaken. The Las Vegas-bound flight had just left Hollywood Burbank Airport in Southern California when it suddenly plunged hundreds of feet in a matter of seconds. The airliner's crew was taking evasive action after receiving alerts to avoid colliding with a decades-old fighter jet. CBS News Chief Transportation Correspondent Kris shows us how this dramatic dive likely saved lives.
Just minutes after taking off from Burbank Airport Friday, Southwest Flight 1496 was climbing north of Los Angeles when the airline says the pilots received 2 alerts from the onboard Collision Avoidance System calling for immediate evasive maneuvers to avoid a potential collision with a 66-year-old former Swiss Air Force fighter jet that was descending nearby at more than 500 miles an hour.
There was like this big free fall feeling for probably about 8 to 10 seconds where I was like, okay, something is definitely wrong. And people started screaming. It definitely was just chaos.
It just felt like you were on a free fall roller coaster.
Over 1496, complying with RA, traffic now in safe.
The Southwest Boeing 737 first climbed, then rapidly descended about 475 feet before climbing about 600 feet, all within 2 minutes, according to preliminary flight data. It appears the 2 planes were separated by about 400 feet vertically and about 5 miles horizontally when the alarm sounded.
In this case, it was a very needed, aggressive maneuver for avoidance, and so that's what everybody felt on board. Thankfully, there was a TCAS system on board. The pilots were able to react the way they did in order to avoid a potential conflict in this case.
Traffic.
We saw how that collision avoidance system works, scanning the skies for other aircraft during a recent session in a 737 MAX simulator.
So now I'm going to stop everything that I'm doing. I'm going to look at my navigation display, and I see that I've got traffic encroaching on me 600 feet above.
What happens if you're not a safe distance away?
So my aircraft would give me a command. If my aircraft was told to descend, that aircraft would be told to climb, and that would increase the separation.
Flight 1496 landed safely in Las Vegas, but the airline says 2 flight attendants were treated for injuries. The Las Vegas airport says at least 1 person was taken to a local hospital. The fighter jet continued to Point Mugu Naval Air Station north of Los Angeles.
You on the right-hand side, you probably saw the airplane kind of sort of coming at us.
Friday's incident comes as the FAA is investigating a close call over Minot, North Dakota between an Air Force B-52 bomber and a Delta Connection regional jet last Friday. Both planes landed safely after the airliner took evasive action. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Kris in San Francisco.